It was during one of the first major expeditions that it happened. A colony ship was en route to a nice juicy Earth-type world that a probe had located to much fanfare. A ship was rush-built, a crew selected, a lottery held to see who would get to go start a new life on another world. Wouldn't you know it, we get there just in time to meet a fat alien ship headed in from the opposite direction. It was tense, let me tell you. Something about the structure of their language made it impossible to translate. Oh, we managed to adapt our systems and open communications. We found we could share universal concepts like mathematics, but anything more complex, something like we found at first, was right out. We didn't have the supplies to survive turning around and weren't confident we could take them in a fight if it came to that, and everyone agreed they were probably in the same situation. We were in a standoff. All the military and government sorts were throwing fits to spite, you know, the whole first contact situation, a milestone in the history of the entire freaking species. Some of the transmissions we got over the comms gave us the impression there were similar sorts on board the other ship. Can you even get impressions from the sight of a bunch of giant blue worms crowding around a big green worm and poking him with tentacles until they got slapped away? We were pretty much stuck. Things were getting worse and worse as our ships came closer together, and we had to settle into a proper orbit before our limited maneuvering fuel gave out. Goddamn lowest contractor bid, that's when the navigator's son wandered onto the bridge. And he brought crayons. Well, the worms stopped squirming when everyone else was too busy to notice a 5-year-old carrying a picture for his dad. A few seconds later, a worm came into view with a brush, and the captain worm worked up a picture of the world we were both approaching. Linguists would later point out that the aliens have some kind of complex pictograph-based language. Didn't make it any less funny when the artistically challenged captain resolved the situation with a kid's box of crayons. In the end, we drew up, a plan to divvy territory between us and notify each other in case of potential trouble. It's worked out all right for the past few years. The government isn't happy with sharing the world, the scientists and philosophers are overjoyed, and the rest don't care, as long as they don't eat our brains. And if anything does happen, well, there's a good reason why all officials and officers are required by regulation to carry a pack of crayons at all times. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe.